Andrew Ogorzalek, PCKO Architects.
Very interesting conference, very different views from different parts of the industry. Obviously, I was very honored to be invited to make the presentation of the work of my practice, and we have been involved in the initiatives of all sorts for quite a number of years. We've gone through the periods of simple timber frame construction, then closed panel construction, then steel frame in many different incarnations. Then we moved on to the volumetric modules, and we have probably constructed the first buildings using the fully finished modules, including the external finishes applied to the structure in the factory. Very successful project, built in a record time to a very high quality. But then obviously the recession came, and a lot of initiatives were put on hold, particularly those that require the investment off-site, investment in the productions in the factory, investment in the research and development. We sort of tried to keep up with the developments, but the direction has changed. The direction has changed to more of a product development, more of a sort of kit of parts, which was reflected in quite a lot of presentations today. So like everything in the world, at the moment there is a new renewed interest in offsite, and I very strongly believe that we should be building and designing buildings using the components and products like if in any other industry, rather than trying to invent the wheel on our own and try to build very complicated structures on site in the rain, especially in the British climate. So yes, I think there is a very justified renewed interest in moving the large part of the process to the factory floor.
And what do you think are the most important and significant discussion points to come to the surface today and take away for the delegates?
Well, I think it's the one is the renewed interest in the industry to invest, to learn, to reinvest again in what they were doing probably about 10, 12 years ago. On the other hand, a lot of people brought the procurement back to the frame, the need for more partnering approach rather than each party doing their bit separately. I think a lot of people brought to the attention the need for designers and manufacturers and product manufacturers to work very closely together. Otherwise, the whole process is a little bit detached and derailed because the parties don't speak to each other directly. I guess the traditional design and build process was put under question mark, because it does separate different parties in the design process. You design the building, then it goes to tender. You don't really know which contractor will win, what supply chain that contractor would be using. So you can't really design the building with a specific supply chain and specific products in mind, which would be the right thing to do in order to cut down the wastage, cut down the additional costs, fine-tune the design, coordinate it fully with the product manufacturing. That is the most important part of the exercise now, I think.
So finally, explore Offsite. How do you think it can help people for the future with collaboration?
That's a difficult one. I think there is a lot of interest in the design part of the industry, which obviously I represent as an architect, in getting closer in collaboration with the product manufacturers. That requires a little bit of funding towards research and development of the products, but also then perhaps designers should work more on the supply part of the industry, rather work directly for the client and then being switched to the contracting industry. So the link between the design and manufacturing has to be tighter. The two parts have to understand each other, and the design has to really enthuse the new ideas in the manufacturing of the products, create the new shape of the product, new qualities, new specifications to respond to the challenges of today.